Hello, Wilmingwood, and welcome to the Seahawk Scoop. I'm your host, Logan Cobb, and here's what's been trending. If you didn't watch the MTV Movie Awards last Sunday, you didn't miss much. The only bright side of the awards was that no one mentioned 12 Years a Slave or American Hustle. The big winner this year was The Hunger Games: Catching Fire. It won awards for Movie of the Year, Best Female Performance, and Best Male Performance. Other awards that MTV gives out are the Best Shirtless Performance for Zac Efron and the WTF Performance for Leonardo DiCaprio, who won for his scene in The Wolf of Wall Street where he trips out on Quaaludes. Even though it's not an Oscar, Leo can still be proud of his bucket of popcorn. CBS recently announced that David Letterman will be retiring in 2015 and Stephen Colbert will be his replacement on The Late Show. Colbert is ditching his conservative character he plays on Comedy Central's The Colbert Report and will take his talents to the Ed Sullivan Theater for his new gig. Everyone is excited to see what he brings to The Late Show. In his announcement, Colbert stated, "I'm thrilled and grateful that CBS chose me. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to go grind a gap in my teeth." Are you ready for some laughs? SNL's Sasheer Zamata is coming to UNCW thanks to Ace. Next Thursday, April 24th, this comedian will be performing in the Bernie Center at 7 o'clock. It is a free show that is sure to showcase her range of comedic talents from her impersonations of Michelle Obama to Rihanna. She joined the cast of SNL's 39th season this year, making her debut on an episode hosted by Drake back on January 18th. She is the fifth African-American female to join SNL, preceded by Maya Rudolph, who left the show back in 2007. You may recognize her from her part on MTV's Hey Girl or ABC's new primetime Would You Fall for That? Come out and enjoy a relaxing night of fun. Don't forget to check out TealTV's Facebook page for the link to our new sitcom called Newsless. Episodes will continue to be posted this month on YouTube. Also, TealTV is having a contest or a scavenger hunt that has a finals care package on the line. There are TealTV logos all around campus, so if you tweet a picture with 3 of those logos and hashtag TealTVCares, then you have a chance to win. The deadline is April 20th. Miley Cyrus's Bangerz tour traveled to PNC Arena in Raleigh last week. Among the crazed fans was our TealTV President, Mary Schweers. Here's what she had to say about how weird the show was.
So I had a blast. I would definitely recommend going, but there were definitely some weird parts that I love to talk about.
So how was she as a performer? Was it,
Great, actually. I gotta admit, I wasn't, expecting a lot from her. I have a few favorites, like Party in the USA, big fan of Wrecking Ball, kind of her main hits, so I wasn't really familiar with the album. And I don't know if you've ever heard her live, but I don't know, I feel like she sounds kind of nasally, so I was kind of expecting something not that great because it wouldn't be auto-tuned, but she's actually a fantastic entertainer. Whatever you feel about her vocal talents, they bring all these really pleasing aesthetics to the concert to make it a really wild show. So I was thoroughly entertained. Okay, so for Miley Cyrus's song Adore, they have a makeout cam. Yeah, so if you go to a pro, athletic event, they're gonna have the kissing cam. It was a makeout cam, so they would put it on whoever, girl and guy, girl and girl. So that was really interesting, and Miley was totally into it because she would be singing the song and then turn around and be like, ah, and there were a lot of kids our age, which was great, but then a lot of 12-year-olds who I think were expecting a Hannah Montana concert. I'm pretty sure they were misinformed, and I think the most uncomfortable part was the parents that went there, and my sister, I went with my sister. There was a father right next to us, and I was beginning to feel very uncomfortable because you can see how uncomfortable he was. I'm a very empathetic person, so it was just very strange. And the little girl was dancing and nodding her head to really explicit things that I'm pretty sure she didn't understand the context to. So that was really different.
Well, that is awesome. Well, I know if someone gave me the ticket, I would have gone. Not that I'm a Miley Cyrus fan, but I think it would have been a great experience.
Yeah,
it sounds like it would have been a good time.
Yeah.
But well, thank you, Mary, for gracing us with your presence and giving us this very honest review of the Miley Cyrus Bangerz tour.
No problem.
So yeah, back to me in the studio. Katie and Kaylin's Ruffle My Feathers segment has resonated with many UNCW students this past year. Tonight, we decided to have fellow writing team members Sean Hennessy and Robbie Oshland try their hand at telling us what ruffles their feathers. Guys?
Hi, and welcome to Ruffles My Feathers. I'm Robbie Oshland, and tonight our co-host is Sean Hennessy. He will be filling our quota for tonight. You want to know what ruffles my feathers, Sean?
I would love to.
Pedestrians, bikers, walkers, scooters, unicyclers, whoever the heck you are, why don't we get a handle of ourselves outside? What do you think?
It's called a sidewalk.
It's called a sidewalk for a reason.
I can't even.
I don't even know.
The struggle is real, guys.
The struggle is real. I could not agree with you more. And I don't know what I'm saying, but I feel like you should cut me off because I cannot put together a coherent...
Monograms. Monograms are another topic we should bring up, Robbie.
Oh.
And you know how passionate I am about this.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
This is my number one thing. This is my number one thing. Robbie, tell him why it's my number one thing.
Like, what are you, like a 40-year-old man trying to put stuff on his bowling bag when he's going bowling?
Seriously.
No,
Seriously.
no. What are you, like 17-year-old girls? Get a grip on yourself. No one wants to know what your name is, okay? Why don't you just tell us, okay? Because I'm single. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring anything personal into that. But it's just I don't know.
You okay?
I think I'm okay.
All right. Yeah. Let's settle down.
But something else that ruffles my feathers is the pollen outside. It's yellow. Have you noticed it?
I have noticed.
Yeah,
it.
it's quite the bother.
It kind of messes my my brownness. Little.
Really? Because it really messes my whiteness. So, yeah, no, like I'm outside running, and like I'm trying to lose weight. Like I can't I'm trying to reach my target weight, and it's like so hard because pollen's getting in my eyes, and I'm crying, and people are passing me, and I just, this is not my target weight, people. Ah!
Well, that was a train wreck. Like I said before, this is Robbie Oshland. I'm Sean Hennessy. This has been another special edition of Ruffles My Feathers. Thank you for joining us this fine evening. The end.
Thanks, guys. Well, that about wraps it up for this week's edition of the Seahawk Scoop. I have been your host, Logan Cobb, and thanks as always for tuning in.